Happy Tuesday, team. I hope you're all having a great start to your week. Team, what I wanted to talk to you about today was 5 simple ways to improve your motivation. Step number 1 is celebrate the wins. So a thing that's really important, it's great to set goals. You can look at point number 3, but it's actually really important to celebrate how far you've come. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you've been through in life, anything like that. There should be something in your life that you should be proud of. That's really important to acknowledge. Step number 2 is cut down or reduce the amount allocated to tasks. So if you're anything like me, quite often when we're looking at a task, embarking on health and fitness journey, looking at doing something for your business or your work or your family, quite often you'll make those decisions when you're feeling motivated. And what that can lead to is you overcommitting to a task, so making it bigger than what it needs to be. So some easy examples are things like, do you need to go to the gym every day? Do you need to prep every meal in order to achieve your results? Awesome if you enjoy it, but if you're finding that a bit hard to sustain, there's nothing wrong with going to the gym 1 to 2 times a week or only prepping 1 meal a day. Doing that will still get you a great result. So again, number 2, reduce the amount or time allocated to tasks. Number 3 is have clear long-term goals. So one of my favorite quotes by Tony Robbins is that people often overestimate what they can do in a year, but grossly underestimate what they can do in 10. So a common mistake that I see is that people will set huge 1-year goals. So they'll set huge targets around weight loss, huge targets about potential fitness improvements, huge targets about, the money they want to see or the return on investment that they're expecting to get. Biggest thing would be is quite often that will lead you to feeling disappointed or frustrated if you don't get there, or potentially burnt out if you do. So it's a bit of a lose-lose. Whereas if you were to take the time to set some really clear 5 to 10 year goals, what that could potentially lead to is a more sustainable process to getting that goal, and also some better long-term results once you get there, because you'll actually enjoy the journey. So that's point number 3. Point number 4 is focus on basic healthy habits. So something that I'll see people often say is they'll go, Dino, I wish I had your level of motivation or your energy. But when we look at their lifestyle, they're sleeping 4 hours a night, going on their phone into the late hours of the evening. They're not doing any daily activity. They're eating poorly and they're not drinking any water. Again, I'm not saying that these things need to be perfect. And I do understand that, there will be times in your life where some of these things are beyond your control. But remember, your body will give what it gets. So again, all you need to focus on is making some slight improvements here, and you will see some significant improvements to your level of motivation and overall health. Cool. And last one, point number 5. So again, this one is about scheduling time off. So it's really important that you do take the time to schedule time off. Now, I know some of you might be there thinking, I don't know if I can afford to take a holiday. It doesn't need to be an expensive holiday. Just take the time to have a bit of a staycation, spend some time at home or anything like that. But it's important because taking some time out of the day-to-day is really important to give you the chance to reflect on where you're at and the other things that we were speaking about. So setting a 5 to 10 year plan, taking the ability to celebrate the wins, all that kind of stuff. Now, if we look at New Zealand as an example, there's 11 public holidays per annum. If you're a full-time employee, generally you'll get 4 weeks paid holiday a year. So that's an additional 20 days there, as well as getting 10 days sick pay. So if we look at that, that's approximately 41 days off a year. So that's enough for you to take 10 days off per quarter. So again, one thing that I would say is perfection is the enemy of progress. There is never going to be a good time to take some time off. And if the idea of taking 10 days off at once would send you insane, start off with a long weekend. Start off by just taking a week, something like that. But again, looking at it, there's a potential of 41 days off a year. So take the time to schedule some leave, and your motivation levels will definitely thank you. So there you have it, team. 5 simple ways to improve your motivation, celebrate the wins, cut down on your to-do list, have clear long-term goals, focus on basic healthy habits, and schedule some time off. As always, if you need any help with your fitness or your weights training, don't hesitate to send me a message. But thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, team.